Hello and welcome back to the Outdoor Cooking Man channel where we cook stuff outdoors. In this video, I've got a really tasty and amazing and simple ham. I actually smoked this ham on Thanksgiving and it turned out amazing. Now, if you want the exact recipe that I used for this video and any other video on this channel, click the first link in the description and I'll have that for you. Now, this is a really simple process. It doesn't take a lot of effort on your part. It will be about 3 hours or so. We'll talk about that more in a second, but this is a real simple thing that we're doing here. I simply just coated the outside of that ham with olive oil. And then I took that's Famous Dave's rib rub and I just coated it along the outside. It's as easy as that. Now, what I did is I added foil to the bottom so that any dripping or runoff, it doesn't affect the cooking in any way. Now, the goal of this cook and when you're cooking ham is to get to 140 degrees in the center. And I mean, once you cut into this thing, it tastes like candy. It's the best ham that I've ever tasted. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. It was literally the best ham that I ever tasted. And you can see there, I'm kind of just adding some water to the smoker here. That is a master built smoker. It has multiple racks. It's a relatively large smoker. And I use it primarily to cook brisket, but my wife asked me to cook the ham in this instance. And so once you get everything prepped, the prep is real easy. I didn't even let it sit out beforehand. I literally grabbed the ham out of the refrigerator. I coated it with olive oil, put that rib rub. I could have made a special rub, didn't even do that. And I simply just put it on foil and put it right into the smoker and waited for the internal temp to get to about 140. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are checking this frequently. And as you can see there, I'm actually using apple chips. There are actually two types. For this smoker, they recommend that you use the chips. I also use the wood chunks as well, just because I like the extra smoky flavor. As you can see there, there's apple, you can use cherry, all sorts of stuff. And then you can see that's where I put in my water for the smoker as well. And then you put it in. I love using the smoker because it's basically set it and forget it. Make sure that the temperatures are right. You can come back in a few hours and things are going well. But you can see here, I'm just going to grab that ham, put it right on there. And the inside is hot, so don't be fooled by what I'm doing there. The inside does get kind of warm, and then just make sure your temperatures are there and then come back pretty frequently to just check on it. At this point, it had been probably about 2 hours, and you're going to see that the temperature is about 120 degrees, and you can already see it starting to set up, looks pretty good. But like I said there, the 120, actually kind of shut off there, but it gets to about 120 at this point after about 2.5 hours. And then I gotta switch it to Fahrenheit. It's at Celsius. You can see it's kind of challenging to do these things with one hand, but nevertheless, 120 degrees. So it has about 20 more degrees to go. And then we go into the step two. Step two is to put down a glaze. Now, again, this is a real simple glaze. We use brown sugar. We use just stuff that we had lying around the house. My wife actually made it on the stove while she was doing some other stuff for Thanksgiving. And then I just coat it. Now, I actually do 2 layers. What you should do is about 30 minutes before you're ready to take off the ham is start coating it. You can do as many layers as you want. I just did 2. In fact, the second layer you're going to see here, I got real lazy and I just kind of poured the glaze around it. But you're going to see this actually turns out amazing. And I was shocked at how well it turned out. And you can do this. Now, like I said, I did this for Thanksgiving, but you could do this tomorrow if you wanted to, if you're big on ham and Easter or Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. You can do this anytime. And like I said, this is set it and forget it. It took a total of probably 3.5 hours. I probably could have taken it off a little bit earlier, but it was so easy to cut. It tasted amazing. I wish I could I wish I could share my taste buds with you to reveal how great it tasted, but it was by far the best ham that I've ever made. The kids loved it, the adults loved it, and there wasn't a lot left over. But you can see there, that's just me just grabbing and putting the glaze on, and then this is the second layer there, me being lazy and just pouring it right over there because I was ready to eat. I was hungry and getting to the point where I was hangry, that hungry, angry stage, but you can see just pouring and making sure that it was nicely, evenly coated on both the front and back. That aluminum foil makes your life much easier for the cleanup, as well as making sure that the glaze and some of the other stuff doesn't affect your smoke. But like I said, this is about 3.5 hours in, and then we pull it off. And this is the finished product, guys. This was amazing. Like I said, I wish I could accurately convey to you how great it was. That ham just looks beautiful, and it makes my eyes water and my mouth water just a few days after. And it cut real easy, real simple. I was able to cut thin slices, thick slices. I guarantee you, if you try this, you will be amazed at how great it tastes. Thanks a lot for watching. Guys, if you want to learn, click the link in the description.